Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I posted an actual video, but this is going to be more like an impromptu vlog thing. The future of pistols, of what I see coming for like 2025, there's been a few people in the handgun specifically is what I'm referring to, is what I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of is firearm manufacturers producing more and more ported / comped guns from the factory and having these flat face triggers and in essence some carry mag wells is what I see happening. A good example of that is Springfield came out with their Comp Prodigy straight from the factory, and I also see a whole bunch of more metal framed handguns coming out, because I think SIG with their comped frames or comp slides where the barrel's back and it still works the same, you know, it's the principle, is a big game changer. Parker Mountain Machine and Radian make, from what I understand, extremely great comped barrels or compensators, you know. PMM thread on and Radian with their ramjet with their barrel combo where you can have the whole 9 yards set up. I think that's what more and more handguns are going to move to, because there's a lot more aftermarkets like Vulcan Machine Works and Monsoon Tactical, I believe, where they're ports and are making guns shoot so flat, just straight, returning to zero. I mean, you're turning the goal is, how I see it, is turning as factory as a gun to a race gun. It's all going to be competition level. Like, I would love to see was it the new CZ that's taken over Carry Optics, if they made a comped version straight from the factory, you know, maybe bump it out that extra 3/4 of an inch lengthwise to have a comp on it, and see what that does in the open division. Because, I mean, they're already competing extremely well in every other division you see them in. I plan to get a Radiant Ramjet for my Glock 19 because I keep seeing people use them and they look like they are performing extremely well. I think Radiant says 46% less recoil, allegedly. Don't quote me on that, you know, approximately, let's go with that. So I see a bunch more manufacturers, like, I mean, Glock did way back in the day with, I want to say, the 18C, or is that the full auto Glock 18? I know they had a comped version that they came out with, and it wasn't a crazy big production, and most people don't know about it. That was like the start of the game, you know. There's Glock actually being innovative, but not actually producing what they should have. Is how I see it happening. But SIG's 365, you know, the X Macro and the XL, they've been doing extremely well. People have been enjoying them greatly for carry guns from what I see. I plan to send my C2 to get a port, a chunk port in essence type deal done to it because of performance. You know, no added barrel length, but get the performance of a compensator on the end. Why not? Being able to get it from the factory, I mean, why not? I would love to see, and it's not even making it a race gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for $1,600, you can in essence have a XC, a 2011, a ported 2011. I'm pretty sure Platypus is going to do it. Oracle Arms 2311, if they don't do it, I believe, who is it? Bull Armory is already doing it. So, not doing it is a disservice to the manufacturer or the consumer, in my opinion, to at least have it as an option. I mean, it's just like red dots. If you're not producing stuff that's at least red dot capable nowadays, why are you even making that gun? Like, it's ridiculous not to. Like, I can see, any future generations of next year, depending on the platform, I don't see, a classic 1911S gun, even though it should have a red dot. I understand, a whole bunch of people, but red dots fail, me. And go in the sights. Problem solved. You're done. Now you have the best of both worlds. Race sights. They make them. Learn them. Shoot them. Easy fix. But that's the other thing that manufacturers should also do, is make sure they have, in essence, raised night sights or dual co-witness sights available. That way the user isn't having to replace it to buy that firearm. I have raised sights on my Glock 19 because I got a hollow set on it. My 43X, I'm able to co-witness without getting sights. It's great, but I have a little micro comp on it. Shoots so much better with a micro comp. But it's the way of the future, just like red dots were. And now it's almost a standard practice. I think if there's a debate about it, you should have a red dot capable and a comped version of most firearms. And then, it's not like you're not making the product already, you're just milling one out. It just seems like a great option for every firearm. I mean, no one's, I think, was it the Hellcat Pro has a comp version out now. The Springfield Prodigy has a comp version coming out. SIGs have, I mean, most of their lineup is now comped or has an option to be comped. Bull Armory, which is, an entry level in essence 1911, even though they're still around. I believe they're just slightly under staccato prices. They've been coming out with great products. I think QView has a good video of his, and it seems like a pretty sweet gun in my opinion. I wish I had the money like that dude does to get all these cool little guns, but I'm poor. But man, to me it's the way of the future. Comp/ported guns, handguns from the factory are going to be extremely common in 2025. I mean, they're already producing, third/fourth quarter for a majority, or some of the main manufacturers. Everybody else is going to fall in line. So I would like to see what people see. Do you believe comps are also going to be the way of the future? Or do you think, like a whole bunch of people were saying red dots weren't the way, but now red dots are almost standard. And if most manufacturers are making them, like, what do you think? What's your opinion? Are ported guns from the factory going to be the future in pistol production and firearms? Until the next time.